FNC, America's Black News Channel. Watch 15 minutes. Share with everyone. Finally, news that speaks to us.
And then there was one, the first defendant from the January 6th insurrection, going on trial in D.C. and losing. A jury finding Guy Reffitt guilty on all counts, 5 felonies, including fighting police, obstruction, and yes, bringing a gun to do so. The Texas member of the 3 Percenters now facing up to 20 years in prison. The panel's back. And Tezlyn, I'll begin with you. Reffitt came with what they call full battle rattle. You served. That's not exactly what normal tourists wear when they come to the nation's capital.
Absolutely, it's not. And it's real interesting. You know, Dale, a lot of folks are not talking about this. I know it's hard to shift through the conversation because everything is about Russia invading Ukraine. But it's very interesting how a lot of folks are avoiding this conversation on how someone actually was found guilty on invading the U.S. Capitol. So shout out to BNC for bumping this story up to even talk about it. And let's see if he gets the time that he so well deserved. I know a lot of folks are frustrated because nothing has been done. We're still waiting on the hearings to get down to the bottom of who was behind this invasion of the Capitol. So we're still keeping our eye on the prize and looking to see where this goes.
Atiba, Reffitt faces 20 years behind bars. Should he get the max?
Of course he should. All of them should get the max, but they won't. That's the bottom line. We've been talking about this for a long time about how different this would have been had these been Black people. I mean, bottom line is, I even asked the same question: would Putin be in the position that he is if he was Black? We know that the lay of the land is totally different, but what these people did was an insurrection. It was an attempted coup, and it was an attempt to subvert and to change the outcome of a democratically held election here in the United States. And so we always hear the Republicans talk about we need to follow the rule of law and we need to follow the Constitution. Well, all of that has guidelines in terms of people who are treason or commit treason, and that's what these people were doing on January 6th. And they were inspired to do so by the former president, who should also be held accountable. But I guess we're taking these steps to get to that point.
Julio, Washington is all about spin. Clearly, the former supporters or the current supporters of President Trump don't want this to be anything that resembles an insurrection, or for that matter, somebody that faces 20 years behind bars. But this is the problem with this one. His own son, Jackson, turned him into the FBI on a tip line. He met with the FBI and turned over the images and recordings of his own father. So how do you spin that?
Well, I don't think there has to be anything to spin here. I mean, ultimately, there were equal protection issues throughout this election. I don't think that this was, Atiba represented it as a democratically, administrated election. I really don't believe that it was. I think that there was a lot of constitutional issues. There were changes in deadlines. The Constitution clearly states if there's any changes, it has to be done by the state legislatures and not by judiciaries.
Right.
The Texas lawsuit
he could have come to
should have been heard by the Supreme Court. There was a lot of reasons to be upset with the way that this election was administrated. I still don't believe it to be a true. Everybody likes to use and throw around the word insurrection. It certainly was not. If there was, there would have been blood on the streets in D.C., the likes of which we have not seen since the War of 1812. I mean, No, you know what I see there? I don't see an insurrection there. You may see that. You may want it to be an insurrection, but that doesn't mean that.
Okay. So let the footage play. Wait a minute, Tezlyn, let the footage play.
Yeah, where was all this passion? Did you guys, let me make sure, did you guys have all this passion during the summer of 2020 when cities were literally being burned to the ground because of George Floyd? Were you guys this passionate then?
Let me ask the question.
I was. If Dale lets me respond, I'm more than happy.
Julio, let me ask the question.
I just want to say this. In
Director,
2016, Dale,
let the footage play. Julio, what are we looking at?
What we're looking at is a situation where people are very upset because they feel that their equal protection was violated with the way that this election was administrated, and they're making it be known. But they're not trying to overthrow the government. Where are their tanks? How come every single person there would have a gun if they were there truly to try to overthrow the United States government? This is hyperbole. This is Democratic rhetoric trying to make it into something that it
Well,
wasn't.
I'm not a
This was
Democrat.
not an insurrection. I'm sorry.
I wish
You
they
can
would let me
show
respond.
that as many times. You can keep those selected video cuts on loop for as long as you'd like. It's not an insurrection just because you say it is.
Well, sir, there was blood on the streets, and you flat out lied and said you didn't see blood on the streets. It literally was blood on the streets. You guys went there and killed cops. That's just the bottom line.
They
So
killed cops, plural? Wait a minute. Who died? Who died? How many cops were killed? How many cops were killed right then and there? I don't remember any cops being killed there. You're lying.
I thought it was Blue Lives Matter.
Wow.
One cop
Wait
is
a
the
minute.
same as many.
As they would say if we were courtroom right now, director, just cut their mics so that I can get a little order here and we can have a civil conversation. The bottom line is this. Let's not argue as to whether or not it was an insurrection or not. Bill Barr, the former Attorney General, says that this is a situation that grew completely out of hand and Donald Trump is responsible, but he does not believe that it rises to the level of a crime. But others have called it an insurrection, and our own eyes don't lie. We know what we're seeing. So let's not try and bamboozle the audience into saying that bear spray and people getting hit with canes and pipe bombs outside the DNC and all of the other things that happened on January 6th didn't happen. They did happen. Final question to you, Atiba, is this. If you are an attorney for the other 350 people who have been charged in connection with this case, what are you telling your clients this morning?
You're going to jail. Here's another thing, though. I just want to make this point. In 2016, Donald Trump won the election, and there were millions of people, particularly women, who did not like the result of that election. What did they do? They came and they peacefully marched. I was there. You couldn't even move. That's how many people were there. There were far more people there than were at Donald Trump's inauguration. What we need to do maybe is show a comparison of that, because the talking points that Julio keeps going by is with George Floyd. George Floyd, there was a murder that we saw happen, 9.5 minutes of a police officer's knee on the neck of a black man. And we continue to see that happen over and over again. These white people that went to the Capitol on January 6th act as if their rights and everything was being taken away from them. They think that Donald Trump is the savior. Let's talk about the reality of this. This is BNC. This is truth. Julio, I'm happy to have a debate with you. I'm not happy so much to have this conversation with you when you keep coming on a network talking to a primarily black audience, subverting lies. Because we see what happened. And this is the same thing.
I'm the most honest voice you're ever going to hear on this.
We're going to take a break.
This whole idea that you
We're
can
going to take a break.
and that's what you're trying to do.
We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to examine more facts